Rab explains it all. Math, chem, physics never fall. Subscribe and learn. Ace every test, so Rab explains it best.
Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. Welcome to this video and welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to learn how to calculate the volume of cylinders, spheres and cones, and we are going to solve several examples as always, okay? Without wasting any more time, let's jump into today's lesson. The first object that we are going to talk about that is a cylinder. If you have a cylinder, the volume of that can be calculated by using the formula V is equal to pi r to the power of 2 times h. If we pay attention, we would realize that pi times r to the power of 2 is the area of the circle, and it's gonna be the area of this circle. So we can rewrite this formula as volume is equal to area of base times height, or h. Both of them are the same. It's up to you which formula do you prefer to memorize, but I prefer to memorize the first one, and if it was needed I can easily realize that the second formula can be true. Okay, let's solve some examples with each other. The first example that we have here says calculate the volume of the given cylinder, and it says use pi is equal to 3. Okay, we are going to write the formula V is equal to pi r to the power of 2, which is the area of the base, times height. Pi here, the question says that you can use 3. Okay, I'm gonna write 3. R here is 2. So I'm gonna write 2 to the power of 2 times h, which is, I'm sorry, let me replace the value, which is 4. Okay, this is gonna be 4. 4 times 4 is gonna be 16, and 3 times 16 is gonna be 48. What is the unit of this 48? As you can see, we have centimeters here and centimeters here, and the radius is multiplying by itself 2 times. So the unit is gonna be cubic centimeter, and it is completely equal to milliliter. So both of them are correct. Here we have another example, and we want to calculate the volume of the cylinder. And the question says again that we can use pi is equal to 3. I'm going to write the formula. V is equal to pi r to the power of 2 h. What is the difference between this example and the previous one? As you can see, in this example, the question gave us a diameter, but in the previous one, the question gave us the radius. Okay, what should I do in this case? Should I rewrite the formula based on the diameter? Yes, you can do that, but it's gonna be really time consuming. I do not want to waste a lot of time to rewrite the formula based on diameter. So I can easily divide this number, so it's gonna be diameter. I can easily divide this number by 2, 3. So this one is gonna be radius. So V is gonna be 3 times radius to the power of 2. I'm gonna replace it, 3 to the power of 2 times 3. So 3 to the power of 2 is gonna be 9. 3 times 9, 27, and 27 times 3 is gonna be 81. What is the unit of this 81? As you can see, all of the units are centimeters, so this one is going to be cubic centimeter, and because cubic centimeter is equal to milliliter, I can write it 81 milliliters, and both of them are the same. The second object that we are going to talk about that is a sphere. For calculating the volume of a sphere, we need to use the formula V is equal to 4 over 3 times pi times r to the power of 3, and you need to memorize this formula. The question is not going to give you this formula in the exam or in the test. Okay, let's solve some examples with each other. We want to calculate the volume of the given sphere, and the question says again, use pi is equal to 3. Okay, I'm gonna start with writing the formula. 4 over 3 times pi times r to the power of 3. Okay, the only thing that I need to do at this step is replacing the values. So V is gonna be equal to 4 over 3. The question says I can consider pi as 3. So 3, r here is 3. So I'm gonna write 3 here to the power of 3. Now it's time for calculating the value. As you can see, I have 1 3 in the denominator and I have 1 3 here, which is multiplying to the numerator, so I can cancel them out. So I'm gonna have 4 times 3 to the power of 3 means 27, and 4 times 27 is gonna be 108. And what is the unit of this 108? As you can see, we have the radius based on centimeter, and this is the volume, so the unit is gonna be cubic centimeter. And as you definitely know, and I have already taught you, the cubic centimeter is equal to milliliter. So I can write 108 milliliters. Really easy. Here I have another example. Again, I'm gonna start with writing the formula. 4 over 3 times pi times radius to the power of 3. But this time I do not have radius. As you can see, I have the diameter, and I'm not gonna rewrite the formula based on the diameter because it's gonna be time consuming. The only thing that I need to do is dividing this by 2, and I'm gonna have 2 centimeters, and this is gonna be the radius. So volume is gonna be equal to 4 over 3. I'm gonna replace the pi with 3, and r is gonna be 2 to the power of 3. So these two values are going to cancel each other out, and 2 to the power of 3 is gonna be 8. 4 times 8 is gonna be 32. Because I have the radius or diameter based on the centimeter, this is gonna be cubic centimeters. You definitely know it's equal to 32 milliliters. Really easy. The last shape that we are going to talk about that is a cone. For calculating the volume of the cone, we need to use the formula V is equal to 1 over 3 times pi times r to the power of 2 times h. Again, we can see that here we have pi times r to the power of 2, which is the area of the circle. So I can rewrite this formula as V is equal to 1/3 of area of the base times height. It's totally up to you which formula do you prefer to memorize, but as I told you before, I prefer to memorize the first one, and if it was needed, I can easily find the second formula. Okay, let's have some examples with each other. Here I have a cone and I want to calculate the volume of that. So V is gonna be equal to 1 over 3 times pi times r to the power of 2 times h. Okay, I'm gonna replace the value. The question says that I can use pi as 3, so V is gonna be equal to 1 over 3 times 3. What is r here? R is 1 meter. I'm gonna replace 1 to the power of 2, and h here is 2 meters. As you can see, these two trees are going to cancel each other out, and I'm gonna have 1 to the power of 2 is gonna be 1, so the final answer is gonna be 2. But it is not cubic centimeter like previous examples. As you can see here, I have units based on meters, so this one is gonna be cubic meters. Really easy. Here we have another example. Again, I'm gonna start with writing the formula. V is equal to 1 over 3 times pi times r to the power of 2 times h. So V is gonna be 1 over 3, pi is 3, but this time I do not have the radius. Look, I have the diameter. What should I do? I must divide this value by 2. It's gonna be 2, and this one is gonna be the radius. So 2 to the power of 2 times 3. Okay, I can cancel this 3 with this one. 2 to the power of 2 is gonna be 4, and 3 times 4 is gonna be 12. The most difficult part of solving these examples is memorizing the formula. As long as you know the formula, you can easily solve these examples. Here you can find more examples, and I strongly suggest you to solve them at home. If you have any question or if you wanted to share your answer, please feel free and write it in the comment box. I will try to answer them as soon as it was possible for me. Thank you for watching this video.